Hi there, welcome to another edition of the Gloucester City Diaries. We are not wasting time. We are in League One and it's time to spin things up. Well, this is the third version of the first episode of season 4. Okay, initially when I started, I thought of doing a playthrough. I was, then I realized something. The transition from League 2 to League 1 is actually one of the hardest things in the game. It's fairly easy to get from very bottom of the English League up to League 2. It's straightforward. League 2 to League 1 is also relatively easy. But once you get to League 1, that's when the real shit starts. I mean, every team starts playing. There's a certain style that teams will take. They basically look at you and they go, "What the hell are you doing here? You don't deserve to be here." Alright, and they start giving you all kinds of shit. So here we are, 500 to 1 outsiders. But look at this. You got Birmingham, Wigan, Preston, Walsall, Millwall, Sheffield United, Charlton, Bolton. These are pedigree clubs. Rotherham, MK Dons, Bradford. These are all very, very strong clubs. And they each one of them can knock us out. Each one of them has the possibility of making it a tough time for us. So the first thing we did when we knew that we were going to get promoted, because I kind of like skipped through the whole process in the last few episode 32, because by episode 32 we really had secured promotion. It's a question of whether we finish among the top three. We ended up finishing in the top spot, but to me it was like anticlimactic because I started playing games on commentary mode, and I guess you guys want to watch that. But what I really was doing behind the scenes was I was scouting Barrier to see what their attributes were like. And guess what? Average attributes average 13. My attributes 10. I'm 3 points away from them. And so I had to go into the market. So what do? I go into the market looking for players. And well, we ended up with a whole bunch of players. They're not exactly the best. I mean, come on, let's face it. I just got promoted. I got no money. Do you think very good players are going to come to me? No. If I can find 12, I'm happy. So I was looking for like 11 to 12, hopefully 13 if I could find any. The critical areas of the pitch are the ones I want to focus on. The support duties and the defenders and the fullbacks. These are the group. These are the players I have to focus on. I'll explain why very soon. So we managed to bring in Stephen Hewitt. Okay, so he's not very good in the air. Composure is only 8. First touch is decent. Decisions is 9, which is a bit sad because I haven't found any player who's got good decisions. Macaulay Bond, striker, center, half decent. Danny Kane, okay, decent defender on the if the ball is on the ground. Otherwise, he's really short. Scott Doe, 30 years old. All right, a bit slow off the turn, but generally a good defender. Anton Rogers, I didn't hesitate. Saw this player and I went, okay, I need a captain. Leadership, 14. He's got very good leadership, a decent teamwork and work rate, and passing and tackling. So he's an all-rounder. He's in with us. His only downside is I think he may not last the whole season. His natural fitness is only 10, and I see him. He gets worn down very fast. Then Jack Flanagan is a new fullback. Michael Kennedy is another fullback. Jack Finch, well, average again 11. So I didn't really find players who had like 13 and 12 in critical areas. I mean, just I got this guy, Anthony Dicksteel, is a Dutch player. The moment I saw Dutch and had a chance to sign him, I did, me being an idiot. Okay, I just took him anyway. But generally, he's slow off the pace. We managed to get a player in on loan, Atlee Han Andersen from Iceland. I hope I pronounced that right. On loan from my friends at Fulham. Yeah, okay, that's about as much as I can get. William Smith, I think he's yeah, contracted to Barnsley. He's on loan to us, but he's going home. I think he's going home. He's supposed to go home. Hasn't he gone home yet? Terminate Barnsley under 21s. Oh yeah, he's gone. Sorry, he's gone. So these are the players that joined us. So these are the players that joined us. A whole bunch of them just left. Okay, so why am I'm doing this show differently. Instead of focusing on a playthrough, this time I'm going to talk about how I kind of like prepare for a really, really tough league. Now, we are heading into probably the toughest league I'm gonna play in. So I've got several versions of tactics I created. Actually, I've got a 4-1-3-2. I've got my sword, and I've got Morpheus, which is my 4-1-4-1. Now, what I like about my 4-1-4-1s are that they can easily morph into a 4-3-3. So I'll come to that very soon. Essentially, then I'll just replace this guy with I will replace this guy with that version. So I actually have a tactic that can split. So I got 4-1-4-1 that can change to a 4-1-2-2-1, and I can also, decide, all right, I want to put my backs to the wall and defend. So that was the plan. So I've gone out, I gotten my players, and if I'm looking through my side, well, we don't have a lot of wealth in terms of strength in midfield. If I'm looking at my midfield alone, it's not very good. So I don't really have wingers. So this system is set up when I don't even have I don't have any MLMRs. That's it. My team doesn't have that. So if I want to play this system, it's four central midfielders all spread out. The ones who can cross, they go to the flanks. Other than that, this is what I call my hold the fort. Let's find out what's going on. Let's scout the opposition first and see what's going on, and that's done in the game. So yeah, but okay. So the season starts, and I go into the season, and really, even my preseason friendlies were shocking. Barwell, we couldn't beat them. Leighton, we beat them by 1-0. Exeter 0-1. Essentially, preseason was experimental. Let's get our players all fit and get them to, get them into the string of things. Then we start League One proper. Leighton Orient was our first match. And I have to say, we somehow or another managed to swing a 90th minute winner. This match, we had our backs to the wall. We tried to defend for long periods of time. Joe Hanks scored in a 90th minute. This game was a throw in. We FM'd FM. Joe Hanks was able to get into the box and score a last minute equalizer that saved our hide on the first day. So I used sword in the system, and I noticed one thing. We went to play another League One side, Peterborough. They just basically we played quite well away from home. I have to say, I was actually pretty impressed with our 4-1-4-1 here. But Shaquille Coulter scored in the fifth minute. Even though he went off in the 10th, we couldn't do enough to get ourselves back in the game. But there were some good signs. Against Rockdale, here we took the lead, but we couldn't hold on to it. Again, I used the sword. I'm not very confident just yet to be able to take on some of these teams because I'm still trying to suss them out. But still, we couldn't hold on to the lead. They came at us. This is one thing I noticed about the system. When teams come against us, I have to be prepared. And unfortunately, there was a lot of hesitation in me for that game. And then finally, this one. This was a game where I actually, it's gonna be an exercise actually for my FM talk. I'm doing an FM talk about transitions. Notice the match stats. We had possession, but we really didn't attack a lot of the time. But when we did, it counted, and we created one really good goal scoring opportunity when we split them apart very quickly. Hardy with a beautiful cross into the box. Macaulay Bonne rising up and scoring what would eventually turn out to be the winner. Now, in this game, we started with a 4-1-4-1, but we kept changing things around. I had to watch what the AI was doing, and this is where it gets really interesting. When we first started out in this season, I would find that most of the teams they play a 4-2-3-1 against us, and then halfway through the second half, if the game was tied at 1-1 or if we were leading, they would go into this harakiri mode. I mean, with 30 minutes on the clock, they would all do something like a very attacking variation of their tactics. And I noticed that in the game against Rockdale. I noticed that in the game against Peterborough. I noticed that in the first game against Leighton Orient. So I see a so I start seeing this pattern emerging. We No team expects us to stay in the league, so they're all coming at us. We are like guaranteed fodder. So they treat us as uh, yeah, lambs being sent to the slaughter. So if the game is tied 1-1, regardless of whether I'm at home or away, they just want to launch everything at us. So this has given me a strategy. So I've been observing them for the first couple of games, and I've decided, okay, fine, this is the plan going forward for the next few games. So the next few games, I've come up with a plan. We either start with Morpheus, all right, and then we'll switch to my 4-1-2-2-1. I'll have to give it a name because it's going to be a partnership of three tactics. So we start off with this tactic, which is not bad because it gives me options. I can go into a 4-1. With role and duties changes, I can change this tactic around quite a fair bit. That's why I call it Morpheus, because you can morph into a lot of tactics. And if I want to do a quick switch in the game, I can switch to this, which is one of my favorite tactics. It's just basically a 4-3-3. However, more likely than not, we'll just go to fullback or support. And then if I want to lock things down, I'll switch to the sword. And we'll just lock it down and we try to grind out wins, which is exactly what we did. This is how I played again MK Don. So for my FM talk, I'm going to be sending out a whole set of PKM, so rather one PKM. And the whole goal of the FM talk is I'm going to walk you through the transitions, because you need to start paying attention to the transitions. You need to start spotting what the AI is doing, and we had to do a lot of these little changes, small adjustments to roles, because I noticed that, oh, we need to get it. We need to attack the ball slightly, a lot more, a lot. I started noticing that we needed to attack the ball a lot earlier than we normally would. So slight changes to roles and duties help. And during the FM talk, what I plan to do is to go through these transitions with all of you. So the challenge for Gloucester City right now is to come up with a system of play where we can deploy our strong players in, and this will require me to use at least three solid central midfielders who can all tackle. And the good news is that's one of the reasons why I signed Anton Rogers, who's got teamwork 15, 16 for work rate, and 11 for tackling. So we've got a whole bunch of them here now. We got Anton Rogers, who can actually he can slip in for Hewitt or Finch, and basically this is the group: Anton Rogers, Hewitt, Finch. Unfortunately for us, Dick Steele is injured. I only signed him because of his name. His name is Dick Steele, so you can imagine how solid that sounds. And unfortunately, he's injured. So I wonder what kind of injury would set him off, put him out for like 3 months. So Dick Steele is not gonna be flashing it during our game, but we'll have to make do without Dick Steele, and we'll have to yeah, do our best. And I guess my Felix symbol of tactic shouldn't be used in this case because Dick Steele is not around. So based on what I've observed, we're gonna start playing defensively at the start, play anti-football. This is my anti-football system. It's pure anti-football. There is nothing about this system that is even remotely looks like I want to really play a good game of football. So we're just gonna contain, assess, and adapt. All right, they're playing a 4-2-3-1, and we are heading out with the anti-football tactic. Okay, so I'm gonna watch it on comprehensive right this. So I'm gonna watch it on comprehensive at the start and then make my adjustments accordingly. So here we go on comprehensive, and we'll see how the AI comes at me. All right, first up, they're quite high. I just want to see how high up they get. Roof. Okay, all right, we're gonna change. The first thing I noticed was how high up they have been coming. So we're gonna change the tactics slightly. We're gonna play inside forwards on attack now. Both these guys are inside forwards on attack, and they they are just there. Cause I'll try and show you. There's this large gap here between both these spots that I want to try and exploit now. So hopefully I'm doing the right thing. The other thing I may want to do is convert my pairing in the center. Make them charge up the pitch a lot more. Flanagan with the ball, cuts inside, gets it to Finch. Finch to Bond. Bond, oh, Damon. Damon out wide to Sessignon. Sessegnon has acceleration, but it's not good enough. Sessegnon now to Hewitt, back to Sessegnon. Sessegnon crosses it. He should be able to get the ball back to Finch. Sessegnon again, crossing it in into the box. Oh, Hewitt, he hesitated for a split second. Defenders can get to the ball. Yes, they can. Hickford to Hanks. Hanks back to Hickford. Hickford out to Flanagan. Flanagan to Joe Hardy. Joe Hardy looks around, sees Finch. Finch has Bond. Bond goes into the ball. Bond shoots. Oh, that would have been so good. If he had gotten a goal just like that, it would have been sweet. Because I've gone completely strikerless right now because I'm gonna try and hit them through the spaces that they have left behind. Okay, here we go. Finch with the free kick. Finch again with the ball. Finch lines up Hewitt. Hewitt can't take the shot, but he's gonna pass it to Damon. But Damon is out of position. Marshall. Damon, run back, please. You're the only defender I have who's got half. Kai Kai is in the box. What a tackle. Hickford now. Hickford looks around, finds Hardy. One of the other reasons why I made them take inside forward positions is so that they'll occupy their fullbacks as well. Cook. Flanagan gets that. Hanks with the ball. Hanks plays it to Finch. Finch, you gotta pass this to Bond. Bond shoots, but he's blocked. Okay, enough of comprehensive. My heart can't take it. Okay, back to extended highlights. We have a corner. This will be Joe Hanks. Joe Hanks with the corner, drifts it into the box. Hickford, Hardy. Oh, this is Tuffy's ball. Okay, not bad. 5 minutes in. Seen enough. And Kai Kai. Clock. Back to Kasim. Kasim to Roof. Roof shoots. He's blocked by the wall that is Gloucester City. You can see how we have now placed the two inside forwards. They are high up the pitch. It's one of my inside forwards on support. They shouldn't be both on attack, correct? Oh no, what a thank you very much. The wall did its job. Strong block by Hardy. Corner. Look at this play here. Bond. Marshall. Oh, Bond was just waiting to be released. Comes back in to defend. Sessegnon heads it out and it's a race. Oh, Kane does well. The libero has seen the danger, but he's not playing as a sweeper. Again, another corner. Bond waiting. It goes back to Hajek. Sessegnon clears the danger. It goes back to Roof. The shot is blocked and Hanks takes the ball away. Clears the danger again. So it's been Walsall all the way now. Clock. Walsall, they've turned up the heat. Hickford wins the ball. Gets it to Hardy. Hardy's off. Come on, Hardy. Hardy is going to go wide. Buys us some time. The ball gets into the box, but nobody. McManus. Now we have three defenders. Hickford. Oh no. His header. Kai Kai shoots. Oh, thank you. There is a witch doctor standing in my goalpost today, casting all kinds of spells. Clock to Marshall. McManus. This is a very good game. Kasim. Back to Clock. The wall is up. Kai Kai. The wall is there for a yard. Kato with a save. We put up a real wall behind. It's like we've got literally 9 players defending now. Bond again waiting for the release. Clock. Cook. Hanks. Can you release Blonde? He looks up. He does. He has released Bond. Bond has the ball. Bond holds up. Bond beats one. Gets it to Hardy. Hardy into space. Ooh, they get in just in the nick of time. Gloucester City's counter attack from set pieces. Kai Kai. Okay. Free kick. Joe Hanks to take it. And we have taken the lead. Yes, we have taken the lead. Can we hold on to it? We are playing a game called anti-football. So we're gonna get goals from set pieces, from defending set pieces. I'm just hoping that we can keep this going because This is the best I can do in terms of an anti-football tactic. I love this. We're doing well. We are playing well, and anti-football is working. Hewitt to Damon, Damon to Finch, anti-football. Finch into space. Okay, Bond. Yeah, I know. This is exactly how I want to play. Hajek, Hardy clears the danger. He's gonna go back to Hajek again. Hajek looks for people to pass the ball to. It's cleared again. McManus. We have to sort the defense, defending for free kicks as well now. Elder, sit back. Flanagan, Finch to Hanks, Hanks to Bond, but Bond will never get to that because Bond is just staring at the ball, going, okay, it's coming to me, it's coming to me. Roofy into the box. McManus, I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, it's alright, boys. We took the lead. Anti-football cannot always win the day. So it's pretty much most of the highlights now. 16 Walsall has been doing all asking all the questions, but they haven't created many clear-cut chances, so we're okay, doing all right for the time being. Hijack now, and the players win the ball back. Hewitt does not do the smart thing. Cook back to Hijack. Hijack charges Marshall. McManus out wide to no Roble. Roble will cross this. The boys do well. Finch has the ball. Come on, Finch. He looks around. Oh no, that was a disastrous clearance. Walsall 1, Gloucester City 1. Remarkable run. Quick sub. We'll bring Scott Doe in for Danny Kane. Okay, Kato. What can you do, Kato? Yep, referee blows for full time. 1-1 the final score. Walsall 1, Gloucester City 1. And this is it. Every team that we get a point with is underdog day. Another underdog match. Gloucester City, 4 games played, 3 draws and 1 win so far. So can we keep this going? Will we be able to keep our form of anti-football? Well, well, well. So could this possibly be the start of a new love relationship with another kind of a system, strikerless? Yeah, that's something that I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking of going strikeless for the next few matches because if these teams keep on attacking me and they don't want to show me any kind of respect, then I probably will have to hit them behind the lines, and strikeless is probably going to be the way to do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Gloucester City Diaries. It's not fantastic, we're not winning a lot, but hell, sometimes it's good to see me struggle. And I don't think I'm going to get promoted because if I want to get promoted, I'll have to really dive into this game deep, deep, and it's going to take a lot out of me. So I hope you've enjoyed this show. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for getting me to do an LLM save. Yes, there's a bit of a tinge of regret there because I didn't want to do it, but now I am, and I'm stuck. So please let me know what you think. And once again, if you have any questions, you can always find me on Twitter at BusterNet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Please let me know what you think of the show. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I look forward to hearing from all of you very soon. You take care. Bye-bye.